cool. So FighterZ is coming to Evo. That's pretty cool. Battle Hour. Battle Hour is important. Master Showdown. So pretty cool. They have announced that there is going to be Evo this year for FighterZ. The fight is far from over. Balance adjustment update. Oh, okay. So they're also adjusting some balance stuff.
A Z-Reflect can change the tide of battle. But wait, there's more. Every character has been upgraded. Available October 12th.
That's tomorrow. So there you go. That is the big news for FighterZ. They are doing a balance update and they're doing a... Oh! And would you know? They're adding Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku to FighterZ. That's great. That's so great. 2026 spring. Yes. Awesome. Yes. All right. That's great news, right? Yeah. That's great. At this point, every Dragon Ball game that ever existed will get Daima before Dokkan. And when I say Daima, I mean the real Daima, not Kid Goku, not Kid Vegeta, not Gladius. All right. Everyone else is happy. I'm salty. The reason why I'm salty is because I have been sitting in this state of delusion for months now. And then I finally came to accept that they hate Daima. They'll never give me Super Saiyan 4. And then what do you know? A game that was dead gets it before Dokkan. Dokkan is Bandai Namco's leading cash cow. I don't understand why it is taking them so long to give Dokkan Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know anything behind the scenes. I don't know any of the drama, the politics behind it. I have no idea. I have no idea. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just sitting here salty. And you know that meme, Squidward like sitting in the window and everyone else is running around downstairs? Yeah, that's how I feel. At this point, Breakers will get Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku before Dokkan. At this point, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2 will get Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima before Dokkan. I'm very salty. Anyway, let's talk about the news because this could mean some stuff coming to Dokkan very, very soon. So I'm showing you guys this because this has now shot up in terms of appeal. Because FighterZ, I missed the boat with FighterZ. At that stage in my life when FighterZ released, I was not as well connected in the Dragon Ball sphere. So I was not involved at all in that whole craze. And I know, speaking to a lot of people, that FighterZ was the biggest hit in the Dragon Ball community. That whole wave of just enjoying the arcade fighting style for Dragon Ball was huge. And that's really cool. And the fact that the game is coming back, honestly, is awesome. Like, objectively speaking, they're actually taking efforts to bring that game back after it seemingly just stopped for what, like 2 years? Something like that. So this is really good for the Dragon Ball gaming community. So this will probably be the star of the show on April 18th and 19th. You guys can still get tickets if you want to attend Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. It's free admission, as it is every year. This is also where they do a lot of the high profile stuff for the various games. So at the moment we've got, well, not at the moment, this is what it is. We got the Dragon Ball card games, we got Legends, we got Gekishin, we got Dokkan, Xenoverse 2. It's also crazy that Xenoverse 2 is still here. And we've got FighterZ, we've got Sparking Zero. So with all of these games that are going to be there, there's likely going to be big announcements and various events for these things. For now, there's some qualifier thing for FighterZ. I think there's also going to be something in regards to the Dragon Ball World Championships for Legends, I think. I think right now they are in the middle of stage 2. I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's going to be something relating to that in there. Gekishin will probably get like a season preview or something like that. Xenoverse will probably get its 80 millionth DLC. Sparking Zero, probably more DLC. What's going to happen with Dokkan? Is Dokkan also going to get a Daima Super Saiyan 4 reveal around this time? So this is not me coping because I'm dead inside. This is me sort of just thinking at some point, I think like what this reveal has shown us is that Dokkan will get Super Saiyan 4. As cynical and as, you know, grouchy as I've been, the fact of the matter remains, we will get Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku at some point. We just don't know when. But the fact that FighterZ is getting this after 2 years of just having zero updates and the game basically being dead, like you see, you see the big boys, they don't talk about this game anymore. They don't really play the game as much because there's not much happening. So if this game is going to be getting something like this, Dokkan will most assuredly get it because they have to. So where would that fit? Right now in the timeline, this is where we are. We are right here in the Autumn Dokkan Festival slot. We have a part 2 that has to arrive. That's not going to be Daima Super Saiyan 4. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Just by eliminating the chance of this being that, maybe we've ruined the surprise. Maybe it is that. I don't know. But honestly, I'm not thinking it's going to be something like this. Like, I feel like it's going to be a Dokkan Festival of some kind. What makes me cringe, though, is the fact that we might get a Daima Super Saiyan 4 in just a random Dokkan Festival slot. That's what I don't want. I still want this Daima celebration, whenever we get that, to be a top tier marquee release, an anniversary caliber. I don't want it to even be at the new Tanabata level. The new Tanabata level, as we saw, was kind of a disappointment in terms of execution. In terms of the quality of unit, the unit was great. The part 2 unit was great. In between, we had the Community Fest, which was also great. But as far as the celebration overall, it wasn't great. And I think that's also in part going to contribute to these characters' legacy in terms of their release, because the release wasn't exactly that fantastic. So to that end, if I were to want a Daima celebration to release at some point, because I know it's going to happen, I would want it to be during an anniversary. So the first possible release date that I would want would be for the 11th anniversary, which is something that a lot of people have honestly been talking about. Not since the beginning. People have been saying it's going to happen at this point or it's going to happen at this point. But the next most logical place for a really good Daima celebration, since GDC didn't have it, would be 11th anniversary. And that's where people have sort of been, keeping their hopes up for those who care about that sort of thing. So that's where I would want it to happen. I don't know now if this whole battle hour thing is going to be where they reveal it. If that were to be the case, and let's just say Dokkan were to get some sort of reveal for Daima Super Saiyan 4 during April, that would mean that's that's before Golden Week. So if we go back here, April, yeah, so it's during the No Man's Land month of April. So that would be after Saiyan Day. And it would be basically during part 2, which is smart because this is a pretty dead period. This is one of the most dead periods in the game. So when we come back to this point in 2026, who knows what we're going to be in the middle of, but Golden Week would be coming up next. So if we were to get some sort of a Daima reveal at that time, it would make sense for it to be a Golden Week thing. Now, I personally don't want that to be the case. I don't want Daima Super Saiyan 4's first reveal to be a TUR. Also, with the most recent Golden Week not having left the best impression on new players or just players in general, I shudder to think if we do get it at that time. But with April, the end of April being Golden Week, that does put us in a interesting new situation, because now that we have the GDC in place of Worldwide, and this one happens at the time of the original Tanabata celebration, it might not even be that Golden Week is going to be where we get Daima stuff. It could actually be GDC. So I feel like at this point, if we are to use Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour as the clue, I think we're going to be looking at Daima for Dokkan, a major high-profile Daima celebration happening either Golden Week or GDC. I'm personally rooting for GDC. Yes, it means having to wait a few more months, but I've already had to wait. I'm dead inside. I'm cranky. I don't care. So I would rather they just do the Daima celebration right and give us all of it now. Now, I do want to point out something, and this is something that Truth has mentioned before. Now, I must admit, as mysterious as I may be, I have not spoken to the higher-ups, but Truth did, because he attended the Community Fest. And this is what he tweeted out recently. I did drop a tiny morsel of info about Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming to Dokkan in my video about his fighter reveal. Oh, he did? I'll just say it here too. Oh, okay, good. Speaking with Ken, I told him that the community is anxiously waiting for Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku to come to Dokkan. Ken pointed to Amatsu and Geppi and said basically, we are too. So again, I cannot possibly fathom why these dummies aren't getting Daima. And when I say these dummies, I mean those people that control the content that come to Dokkan. So I'm not blaming the Dokkan leads here, because apparently they want it too, and they don't have the ability to do it. I don't know why whatever idiot has decided, hey, let's not give our leading cash cow the Daima stuff. But that's what's going on. So that is primarily why I am not getting what I want. That being said, now my hopes are set on GDC, because I am expecting to be disappointed for the 11th anniversary. As far as it being Daima, I'm sure it'll still be fun. You guys know, like, I want the celebrations to be good. That's the most important thing. Secondary thing would be to give me characters that I want. I'm still waiting for Zarbon. It's never gonna happen, right? Just like GDC's never, I mean, just like Daima's never gonna happen. So July 2026 is now where I will be expecting some news. If it just so happens that the 11th anniversary ends up being Daima, well, make sure you look out for that reaction, because I will probably break the sound barrier when I scream. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Once again, if you do want to sign up and attend, make sure you guys do so. I mean, just go to Twitter and look up Battle Hour. I could try to put this link in the description. I might forget. But yeah, I may be in attendance. I know a lot of Dokkan. I know a lot of Dragon Ball content creators tend to attend these sorts of things. This is basically our Comic-Con. This is basically our Anime Expo. I mean, those are obviously big things, but this is like specifically for Dragon Ball. This is like Community Fest times 100. So if you attended Community Fest, then you're already probably signed up for this. But if you haven't, you should go to this one, because this is not a random raffle type of thing. If you can attend, this is everyone can attend, and admission is probably going to fill up very fast now because of this. I'm sure before this, there actually wasn't a lot of traffic, because at the time, what really was there, right? Maybe the Gekishin audience, but that's not a very big, you know, subsection. Just maybe like the standard dedicated players. But besides that, it wouldn't have been anything like massive. Now with this, seats are gonna fill up, and once they hit max capacity, you ain't getting in. So do it now. I might see you there. You won't see me. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below in the comments your thoughts on the Daima reveal for fighters. As a fighters player, how do you feel about this? As a non-fighters player, are you as salty and cranky as I am? Let me know your thoughts overall. What are some other ideas that you think that they might drop in terms of content for Daima leading up to this? Do you agree with my take on GDC, or do you think it's going to happen sooner? Let me know anything else that I missed in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.